Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Hey family, this is King Simon. Just want to remind everybody that December 4th event has been canceled. It has been canceled. Please go to my link tree. That's linktree/King Simon, the Numerovator, for any upcoming events. Thank you. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. That's right, family. What's up? It's your brother King Simon in the building. You know what it is. Tonight. We got something special for you tonight. Don't touch that dial. Let me turn down this applause because everybody's applauding me right now. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a nice, smooth night tonight. We're going to have a great conversation with the one, the only, who's been on my show before. We've done shows about narcissism and all that kind of stuff. So we got the great Yendez who'll be on with me tonight. We're going to speak about numerovational new moon conversation. It's a numerovational new moon conversation. Tonight it's a new moon, you know what it is, and that energy usually resides for a certain amount of time. And we're going to speak about that tonight, family. So if you are ready, make sure you get your tea, your coconut water, make sure you get your drinks, make sure you get everything together. And we're going to talk about it from a numerovational perspective, and we're going to talk about it from any other perspective that we got to go. And you're welcome to come on the link and tell us what you're going to be doing for the new moon and what type of energy you're going to be pulling in for yourself. All right, so keep it locked. Don't touch that dial. We got so much for you. Okay. Let me just remind people, of course, this coming Sunday, we got our dear brother and sister coming in the building, Divine Health, Wealth, and the Metaphysics of Union. Billy Carson and Elizabeth Hoekstra will be in the building on Sunday, November the 27th. That's Bruce Lee's birthday. We up, so we're going to do it from 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. So make sure y'all come on out. We're going to have a good time with Billy Carson and Elizabeth Hoekstra. That's right. And their newly engagement. You know the deal. That's what I'm talking about, Billy. Make it happen. Also coming up on November the 30th, we got for the first time right here the Afro-Boricua herself, Mystic Ivy 333. Spiritual guidance through tarot card and more, through the tarot and more. So she's going to be here. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be about it. We're going to come from that Latino perspective. My family is Cubano-Jamaican, right? My family is Cubano-Jamaican. So, I got to talk about it, right? She's from Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rock. That's the port of Rico. That's where some of the slaves have been dropped off and all that. And the indigenous was over there. So big up to Mystique Ivy 333. She'll be on with us. Also, welcome back, of course, this great sponsor who is now back with us again. Make sure you go to his website right now, IamPublishing.com. IamPublishing.com. Get the book. Get the book. Get the book. Go to his IG, YoungGod_235. And don't forget, IG is also I Am Publishing. That's right. And also TikTok at I Am Publishing. Supercharge your imagination with affirmations that will open the mind in your, open the eye in your mind to infinite possibilities. Let me say that again. Supercharge your imagination with affirmations that will open the eye in your mind to infinite possibility. Make sure y'all get the book right now. That's the website. That's the website. That's the website. That's the website. IamPublishing.com. Make sure you get the book. That's what it's all about, man. Supporting our people and getting that manifestation information into your brains. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. The one, the only doctor is having these two. She has a continual meditation circle for the women, but she got a new one that's starting for the men on December the 3rd. December the 12th. December the 3rd is going to be Great Men Meditate. Great Men Meditate. For women's access, for free. Now, this is all free now. This is free meditation. For women's access, all you have to do is text that number 518-768-7669. That's 518-768-7669. And for men's access to this meditation, even if you don't know how to meditate, if you want to learn how to meditate, she's going to guide you. The sister's going to do a guided meditation. And remember, all of the great benefits for meditation for both men and women increases creativity, increases divine connectivity, increases focus and concentration, reduces cortisol, weight gainers, and also slow aging, helps process trauma, and also it helps period. All right, so make sure you text those numbers right there on the bottom of the flyer. And don't forget, big up to Lloyd Strayhorn. He just had 19 Keys on his show, and he was on 19 Keys show. Make sure you hit him up. His 800 number is 800-581-4401, and his website, if you want to get anything on his website, take his classes, do a session, you can book through their website right now, and that's Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. That's Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. If you want to go to the big trip to Cairo, to Kemet with the great Ashra Kwesi, tell him King Simon sent you. Call him right now, leave a message, and he will get back at you. That's 214-371-0206. That's 214-371-0206. He also have trips to Ethiopia. Also, if you want to go to Abyssinia, aka Ethiopia, you can also go with Baba Ashra Kwesi. He was taught by the late great Dr. Ben, so you want to be there and share all of the wealth. And remember, book your 15-day trip today with the Kwesi family. That's right now. And don't forget, if you're in New York on January 13th, 2023, there's a big comedy show happening in the Comedy in Harlem. So make sure you go over there. It's going to be located at 508 East 117th Street in New York City. And that's going to be with JP Justice, the one, the only Mugga from Manifest, that movie called Manifest. So make sure you big up and check them out. If you're going to be in the Stone Mountain area in February, guess what? We're going to have this brother coming in probably towards the end of February because he got a lot going on. He's doing something with Hoppy. Then, of course, he always does something for the tribute to Malcolm X. And then, boom, we just keep it moving, do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? But Stone Mountain is going to be the place that we're going to have him. If you want those early bird tickets, all you have to do is text me 347-496-1022. And don't forget, if you want your writing dreams to come to life, if you want your writing dreams to life, if you want to bring your writing dreams to life, make sure you call Susie Scripps. She can help you out if you're an author, a journalist, or if you just want to start being a journalist or an author, she can help you out. Make sure you call at 914-361-9467. That's 914-361-9467. Tell them that King Simon sent you. If you want to take my classes on Udemy.com, just go in the Udemy.com and punch in Holistic Numerovation, the introductory course. You'll see my course. You get to take it. It's only 2 hours. It's only a basic, but that's all it is, baby. I'm trying to show you how this works, man, from a basic perspective. But if you want the full course meal, 8-hour raw, uncut course, limited rate is $333 for 8 hours. Text the word course to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And don't forget to get my books. All of my books are available on Amazon right now. You can go through Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. Remember, yesterday's numerology is not today's numerovation as we continue into the future. You know what it is. If you want to book a session with me, all you have to do is text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. big up to all of y'all. Y'all already know the content disclaimer. We already said it. We already said the other disclaimer. So it's getting ready time to put us in the works. Wait a minute. What happened to my prayer? I didn't put my prayer of Velvet Blair up inside here. Ooh, man, that's not going to be good, but I will recite it anyway. All right, family, are you ready? Remember, please like, subscribe, and share. And do remember to please go to that big Thanksgiving Day celebration in New York City on Friday, November the 25th, all happening at the Magnolia Tree Earth Center at 677 Lafayette Avenue. The co-host for this event is my one and only firstborn son, the one, the only Prince Imagine, and also the beautiful sister named Sister Myrrh will be hosting it. Only $3 for children, and it's also $10 for adults. Food is free, event is free. They're going to do libation, live performance, all of that, and that's happening on November 25th in Brooklyn, New York. And don't forget, right here in Atlanta, Georgia, guess what? We got my brothers and sisters that's going to be in the building, because you know KT's wife is going to be performing, and there's going to be special guests Victor Bowman, and of course Mr. G will be in as they celebrate the one, the only Dr. Sabi's Earth Strong on November 26th in Atlanta. So if you're going to be there, you better be there, and don't be square, be a well-rounded individual. Are y'all ready, family, for your brother to come in? Are y'all ready for your brother to come in? What up, what up, what up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your brother King Simon in the mother flipping building. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. You start scrolling that at the bottom. So if y'all want to send a tip, want to send some finance, it's all good in the hood. If you want to send some finance, only circulate funds via Cash App, PayPal, not Super Chat. But if you do Super Chat, that's going to go somewhere else, but it will support the movement. It will support, but I'd rather you do it by Super Cash App and PayPal. And the email for PayPal is kingsimonproductions@gmail.com. That's for you out-of-towners if you can't do it, all right? All right. Let me turn on the music. The music got to go on right now. Let's talk about it, because at 9/11, my sister's going to be coming up in here. Her name is Yendez Nefer-Atum. That's right. So she's going to be in the building. And, let me play a little bit of another song, my reggae song. No, let's do that other one. Let's do the other one. All right. Now, how y'all feeling? It's a new moon, family. And I want to read something from you from this website that I read from Nina Khan. She wrote this on November 15th, and I'm going to share it on my, I'm going to share this link on my website. If you want to go to my website to find out anything about this new moon and you want to read the whole thing, because I'm not going to read it all. But she said this past month in astrology has been rough, primarily because we've spent the last lunar cycle locked into eclipse season, which brought about massive revelations and shocking twists. But the moon is kicking off a refreshing new cycle, and we can follow suit. The new moon on November 23rd, which is today, in free-spirited Sagittarius is exactly the cosmic tonic we've all needed to help wash away the eclipse season heaviness. The spiritual meaning of the November 2022 new moon is about celebration, expansion. It's bringing a gorgeous new beginning for all zodiac signs. So that's what she says. But I'm going to share this on my channel right now. I'm gonna share it in my my community section right now. I'm gonna share it in my community section so y'all can read the whole thing, because she really goes in. But I'm bringing on a specialist who's been doing this new moon stuff for a long time. So I can't wait to have her on, as she's going to be coming up momentarily. Her name is Priestess Yendez Nefer-Atum. I don't know. She's one of the students of the late great Dr. Africa. She's also the student of Baba Heru. She's also the student of Queen Afua. She's been doing and running her own business for a long ass time. So make sure y'all keep it locked and don't go nowhere, because we're bringing the sister on momentarily. It is now 9 o'clock. She's coming up around 9:11. All right. We want to keep that spiritual vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk about new moon from a numerovational perspective for everybody. And if you want to tap in, you want to come on and talk to us about what you're doing for the new moon, what kind of cleansing you're doing, what kind of celebratory thing that you're doing as far as this new beginning, this new mood, this new moon, this new miracle that you want to manifest in your life. This is a good time to put it all into place. All right, that's what it's all about. Let me turn that off real quick. The music. All right, look about it. And I think it's very important that we acknowledge these metaphysic sciences. Whether you do tarot, big up to those people that do tarot and all that kind of stuff. Big up to all of you that are learning your modalities, because, like I said on my live today, and I think it's very important that we understand when particular vortexes are open, you have to take full advantage of it. So, because now that we're going into the 7-year cycle and we're finishing off the Jason months, and those that don't know what the Jason months are, the Jason months are July, August, September, October, November. We're finishing off that. This is the last of the Jason months, where this is a month. These are months of sacrifice, where it could be sacrifice for the positive or sacrifice for the negative. Some of you might have to sacrifice some relationships. Some of you might have to sacrifice some people, get them out of your life and clean them out. Now, remember, family, always remember, I got two rules. And some of y'all be forgetting the rules, but it's all right. And I need y'all to remember these particular rules. Do me a favor. And I'm going to put it up on the board right now. Please, thumb up, share, and like this broadcast to build the algorithms. Remember, sharing is caring. And I'm saying that because the information that we're going to pour out is going to be very informative for not only you, but also your family. So if you really care about your family, and you want your family guidance, you want your family to understand what you're into, what's the manifestation, divinity or divine nation information that you're into, be willing to share with those that are seeking some type of guidance. Be willing to share. It is not pseudo. No, don't let people out there in their limited mind tell you that it is pseudo. It is not. Anytime pseudo came up is from Greeks and Romans and those Europeans that didn't understand our ancient African sciences. And our ancient African sciences understood the balance of the energetic spirit and the energetic physical, and learning how to use and manipulate them to serve the highest purpose and be your wisest self. All right. So please don't let people throw you off. I know there's a lot of arguments and debates and all that kind of stuff. It's all good. Let them do what they do. But thoughts are things. And if you're willing to manifest some great things in your life, learn to get the good thoughts of guidance, the good numerovation of guidance, good cosmophysics of guidance, new cardology, the good cardology of guidance, the new astrology of guidance, the new cleansing and understanding these different phases that the moon is going through and the sun is going through and that the planets are going through, because we are connected. We are connected. We are connected. Don't let nobody fool you. Like Bob used to say, don't let them fool you. Oh no, spot up, spot up, spot up, spot up. Don't let them fool you. And I mean, why people get fooled out there. You turn fool. How you turn fool so quick? That don't make sense. My goodness. Why you turning fool? That's not how we do it. You know what I'm saying? This is not how we do it. All right? It's our ancient studies. Let those Europeans have what they have. See, one thing about the negative Europeans that was very successful at astrology and numerology after they learned it from our ancients is that the successful ones like Aleister Crowley and Blavatsky, they took it down a negative road. They did sacrifice and did all kinds of madness going on with it. When you're not supposed to do, you don't have to do that. I mean, negativity is always going to be in existence. That's the balance of positivity. It is what it is. But negativity and positivity is manifested as good and bad in this realm amongst us as human beings in this realm. So we got to make sure we protect our ancient divine nation science, and those that are on the fence with it, those that are on the fence with numerology, those that are on the fence with astrology, those that are on the fence with tarot and all the great things that come out, cardology and all that, open your mind and the rest will follow. No one is taking you away from your belief in your religion and all that kind of stuff. We just want you to be better informed and better navigated in your way of life, your religion, and whatever you're doing in your life. I want you to live mathematically. That's why I said purposefully, that in this particular flyer, what I said on this, I said, if you look on the bottom, it says the study of numbers or numerology is applied mathematics. Learn how to apply your numbers and they will guide you. Repeat what I said. Read it. The study of numbers or numerology is applied mathematics. All of us have to apply mathematics in some form or fashion since the time we came out of the womb until the time we die. Applied mathematics. Learn how to apply them at these numbers and they will guide you. And that has been an absolute truth. I don't worship numbers. I don't worship astrology. I don't worship the moon. I don't worship the sun. Just because we're going to be talking about the moon phases of the new moon don't mean we worship it. We understand the frequency and the patterns and the cycles that it's going through. So we want to help navigate with it to the best of our abilities and keep the vibration going. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Remember, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Oh, let me say that again for the people in the back. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. And in the study of numbers, the words new moon in the Pythagorean system adds up to 36, which is 9, which deals with international, which deals with higher knowledge, which deals with higher awareness. When you see that 36-9. 36, 3 and the 6 represents a high expansion. The number 6 represents balance. Look at it, it has a 3, 6, and 9. New moon adds up to the Nikola Tesla number that he says those who understand it will understand the universe. How coincidental would that be? How coincidental would that be? That the words new moon adds up to 36 and 3 plus 6 equals 9. And that's the Nikola Tesla number that he spoke about those who understood 3, 6, and 9 would understand the universe. How? And that's in the Pythagorean system. In the Chaldean system, which is interesting, is that the new moon adds up to 39, which equals the 12, which equals the 3. So 3 is still a number of expansion. 12 is still a number of either hangman or being a victim of circumstances, a victim in the intrigues of other people. You got to understand that if you don't learn to speak up and use these metaphysical great vibrations for yourself, you can find yourself hanging upside down because you didn't use it appropriately. That's what that means to me when I see it. And then when I see the 3 and the 9, 3 is also dealing with expansion and expression. But that 9 again takes me to another universal heights, another level of my being of where I need to go and how I need to go, and stop playing with what I'm doing and stop playing with these energies, because a lot of all these divine nation modalities came through us to remind us and help guide us back to who we are as us. We keep on forgetting. I haven't forgotten. I am now recalling. I have now remembered. That's why I love to study. That's why I don't just study books. I study nature. I study patterns. I study people. I study family. I study celebrities. I study all plant life. I studied all. And am I going to know it all? Hell no, I'm not going to know it all. I don't believe I'm going to know it all. That's why I don't call myself a master numerologist. I don't call myself a master numerovator. I'm a founder of Numerovation, but I am not the master, because I'm constantly a student master, learning to master my student energy. Because if I keep my glass half full, then I will continue to be acceptable of the information that's needed. Again, family, please share, thumb up, like, share this video broadcast so we can build this algorithm, because I guarantee you tonight we're going to motivate your assets. We're going to motivate your assets. You hear what I'm saying? We're going to motivate your assets. And don't forget to, the Cash App and the PayPal scrolling on the bottom. If you want to spread love, spread love. And please shout out to all those who have took the time to spread love through Cash App, PayPal. We appreciate you all from the past, present, going into the future. I am with it because this is a machine. We are content creators. We are here to do the darn work. And if you're not about doing this work, then you a jerk that needs to step off and go do some work somewhere else, son. And remember my other law on my page here on my YouTube channel, King Simon Presents Only Quality People. Also, we're broadcasting on Numbers Are Simple. And we're broadcasting on King Simon on Facebook, and we're broadcasting on my private page on Facebook called the Ministry of Numerovation. I always want to give them some stuff first access, but respectfully, this is a troll-free zone. So trolls, please take a stroll somewhere else. Let's give that a round of applause. Let's get their ass out of here. I see my girl in the background. Oh, it's now 9:11. We on time. I like when people on time. This girl, this sister, this not girl. This is my sister, my priestess, my friend. That she's a Libra energy, born the same day as Pascal. She born the same day as Pascal Beverly Randolph. Y'all don't even understand. Look at this book. Look at this book. Look at here. Look at here. This is a thick ass book too. Pascal Beverly Randolph biography. Y'all need to get that book. This ain't no joke. This gives you a history, even of the history of Blavatsky and Aleister Crowley hating on him and trying to kill him. So y'all need to go get that book and stop playing. But she born the same day. So I am gonna bring on the one. Well, she backstage. She just disappeared. Where's she at? Oh, I can't bring her on without her being right there. That don't make no sense. I'll be talking to the spirits in her room at the time. But if you do want to get in contact with Priestess Yendez Nefer-Atum, you can contact at 347-635-3676. Email is yendezas at Yahoo, and her IG is Ancient Blends Apothecare _apotha _care, and of course Houseplant Diaries. And then don't forget, spread love. Make sure you go to Yendez Nefer-Atum and that Cash App, that's $ Yendez Nefer-Atum. I see her now. Let's bring my dear sister on with a well-deserved round of applause. The one, the only, Priestess Yendys. What's up? Peace and love, girl. Peace.
Greetings, Brother King Simon. How you doing?
Long time no see, girl. Long time no
Yes,
see.
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Been a minute, Lord. You there at New York, me there at New York. No, I'm saying. But me there Atlanta,
Yes,
Georgia,
yes.
yeah. So how you been, sis? And that's our website, please. ShopAncientBlends.com. As a matter of fact, before we get into any business, I got to share your website and what you do on this website. People got to see this. I'm not playing with them no more. Y'all got to support my peoples because they do good things in this community. Y'all just don't know. She's such a nice lady. Go ahead, sister. We right there. Now, this is your website, right? And this is a beautiful products. Now, tell us about this building that this place, this storefront that you have. Before we go into anything about this new moon, tell us about this storefront that you have on Tompkins Avenue, please.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome, darling.
All in divine timing.
All in divine timing.
Yeah, being on your square and being able to listen, manifestations like this amazingness happened almost 3 years ago. We are about to celebrate our 3rd year as a brick and mortar.
Yes.
And on Tompkins Avenue, corner of Madison, is 357 Tompkins. And we are in the heart of Brooklyn right now, at a really interesting time. They say the worst of times, but the best of times.
Yes.
And Ancient Blends Apothecare is a storehouse for healing and sharing, plant-based hair care, skin care, body care, beard care, all plants. I always let people know these are ancestral recipes that I've been given a charge over. I may manifest them with my hands, but I definitely have guidance, ancestral guidance, continuing to keep these products flourishing the same way for over 30 years.
Yes.
It's been consistent. Is one thing about being an entrepreneur and having your own business, a small business, brick and mortar, however it manifests, but it's about the consistency of you. It's about the consistency of the products, and that your clients and customers can basically set their watch to you.
And
You
you know,
know.
I'm proud of you and your business partner. Shout him out, please. Please shout that brother out because he's such a great
Yes,
spirit. He's a
yes,
great
yes, yes.
soul, great soul, great
He
soul.
always lets me know that he prefers to be
The silent,
the support. Yeah, he
the,
prefers to be the support.
the
You know what I'm
silent one,
saying?
the silent one.
But yes, you know, many, many, many thanks for that, brother. You
Yes,
know, who is my business partner, and I
yeah.
could not have fathom or asked for or crafted a better business partner. The relationship, we're teaching each other. You know, he's open to learn, I'm open to learn, and that's the way. We're from two totally different
Hmm.
perspectives, but guess what? The name of the brand says it all. Ancient Blends. You know, the ancestors blended these two
Hmm.
different dichotomies together for
Yes,
one common good, for the
yes,
healing, of the community. And that's not just the community here in Bed-Stuy, that's the community, a global community, because Ancient Blends is a global brand.
yes, it is. And let's give that a round of applause because you've been doing good work. And let me tell you, family, back in the day, and I gotta say this, back in the day at Boys and Girls High, I used to see this beautiful sister vending, and you know, sometimes you get intimidated by these beautiful women. You don't even want to say nothing to them, you know. But I know I got a card, and I think I bought something, and I got a card, and she had this beautiful picture on the card as usual, just a reflector. And up to this day, and this is probably over 20 something years ago, when I was at WWRL Radio, and we used to broadcast from there, right under the school thing where we did. There was another stage, and then there was a main stage, and I remember looking at her card, and when I went back into my archive, I had your old card in my slot
Mm-hmm.
because I used to collect cards, a lot of business cards, and
Well, thank you for that.
you
That
know, but
means a lot.
you never your look hasn't changed. Let me tell you, she is as fine as she was back. Let me throw her up in the front. Look at her fine ass. Stop playing. She's a priestess, but she fine. She fine. Priestesses are
Priestesses are
fine.
fine.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
they
trying to
are.
say.
Yes, we
Priestesses are
are.
fine. Priestesses are fine.
You
Priestesses
know what
are
I'm
fine
saying?
women. Look at Queen of
That's
Four. Look at Queen of Four. Look at all the people you
okay.
studied
My
with.
spiritual mom, my spiritual
Your,
mom, you know.
exactly. And your spiritual mom still doing yoga and all kinds of stuff
Yes,
and bending and
yes.
twisting and flipping. And I'm like, what the heck? Go ahead at
But
100.
that age, it's
Yeah.
just it's a number
Yeah.
that
It's a number.
you can put yourself in a box with
Yes.
that number. You can really
Yes.
put yourself in a
Yes.
trap, in a
That's right.
prison, toting what that number is supposed to mean,
That's right.
but if you
That's what
still
that.
feeling like you're 16, 17, 18, and
Uh-huh.
you can, you're taking care of yourself, your body, your mind, yeah, you can really, keep it going. Keep it
And
going.
that's why I add my numbers up. If I'm
Mhm.
55, I'm 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm still older than you.
exactly.
I'm still
Queen of Four could be what 67, and she could add it up as 13. It's like just keep
That's
that joint
right.
moving.
That's
You know,
right. That's
that's how
right.
I keep the youth. So I always tell people, Yendez, that I'm in my second childhood. Like once a man, twice a
Mm,
child. This is my second childhood.
you're
Once I
in your
reach
second
50,
childhood.
I'm crawling over to my second childhood. Now I'm 55,
Okay.
5 years into my second childhood. So if you look at it from that concept, you keep that energy popping. I'm keeping my energy popping. I ain't going
Right.
nowhere with me energy. Me energy have to light up the world. As
You
you know,
know, but
you know.
you want to pace yourself too, you don't want to burn out. You want to pace yourself. I believe, me being that double Libra, I'm always
Yes,
about pacing,
yes.
keeping the energy, even keeled. They say turn up for what or turn down for what? Rejuvenation.
Exactly.
Rejuvenation. Turn down for
Exactly.
rejuvenation, you know what I'm saying? Turn down to allow growth to happen,
That's right.
that's why we have seasons, and we each are in our own particular significant season.
Hmm.
Whether you're in the spring of your age, or the autumn of your age. We're now in the autumn. A lot of us in your 50s, we're in the autumn of our age. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
mid part of our autumn, at that, our mid autumn.
Our existence, exactly. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you know
So
what I'm
hey,
saying? So,
I'm loving it.
but you can, you can definitely, you know, like the trees,
Hmm.
you don't see the in their autumn, you don't see the trees fighting to hold on to what they developed, what they blossomed in the spring, and how they bloomed in the summer. They
Yes.
allow that release to happen, and they understand that those dry leaves, go back into the soil to help with the regeneration, to become food, so that the next spring, that next coming after the winter, it's like that food that we were fed from the roots, because we took the time to go within, then that's we come back again, a better version of ourselves, because we took the time to go within during the winter, during the autumn. Yeah.
Now, I'm glad you say that, because that takes us right into what we need to do today.
Exactly.
And especially because, I just read something from Bustle.com, written by Nina Khan, and she said the spiritual meaning of November 2022 new moon is about celebration and expansion, and it's bringing a gorgeous new beginning for all zodiac signs. Beautiful time.
Wow.
Beautiful time.
My goodness.
She just wrote this November 15th and put it on her website. So if y'all want to find it, y'all could go to my website, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com, or go to the community section on YouTube at King Simon Presents Only Quality People, the community section. I put up the whole complete article. So I'm gonna probably quote a few of the articles while my sister's here, but she's lived it for all these years. This sister that we have on has understood the phases of the moon and done her work in her shops, because she works with plants. You got to work with plants. You got to know these things. So let's talk about your journey into understanding and going into this type of field and understanding these type of modalities. What was your first introduction to it first? Let's go there.
Living with it.
Yes.
Being born into a home, into a mother who raised plants. My mom, I just know her for having plants around, so many plants in the window that you could barely see outside. She created, looking outside, you're, as we would say now, you're looking out onto a concrete jungle living in Brooklyn. I don't remember her having plants in the home when we lived in Barbados. I came to this country, we came when I was 10 years old. So being there, all the plants was outside, because my mother did the gardening. There were plants all around the perimeter of our home. Right. There was what they call the kitchen garden, a bit of land right outside the kitchen. Once you step out of your home, there was what do they call it, garden beds, and she would grow things like the things that you could just pick, like seasonings, and some small vegetables, like your cabbage, your carrots, your green beans, right, string beans, things like that. But higher up into the acreage, we actually grew sugarcane, potatoes, yams, bigger, root food. So I come from someone who was stewarding of the earth already, so it's just natural, you know what I mean? This was a woman of the land, but as a teenager, I wasn't interested in that, really. Especially coming up in America at such a young age. That wasn't the motivation, right? But it was more so as an adult, as a mother of two young daughters, that and going to visit my mother and taking the daughters to my mother, to their grandmother, and just really starting to pay attention to what she was taking care of as I was a mother. What was she now caring for after caring for her three children? So I'm the eldest of three. I have a younger sister and a younger brother. Wow. My sister's about 5 years younger. My brother is 7 years younger. Wow. Yeah. What?
I bet you they look younger, look older than you. I bet. I bet you they look older than you. I know if they watching, I'm sorry, but I know you've taken care of it. I know, look, I run into friends of mine that they got the gout, they got the. I'm like, what the hell is the gout? I didn't even know what the gout was. And then I read Dr. Africa's book, like, oh, okay, that's what that is. So when he told me he got me and him, he's a year younger than me. I'm like, you got the what? What's that? You better get the gout out.
Get the gout out.
That's all I can tell him. But no, but that's. I'm glad that you went. Your mother kind of semi introduced you to it, and then when you came here, what made you gravitate to wanting to study Kemet and want to do and get into a lot of these different things? Because Baba Heru is one of your teachers, Queen of Pool is one of Dr. Africa is one of your teachers. I mean, you had some great teachers along the way.
Well, I'll
From your
tell you
mama
like
too.
this: when the student is ready,
Yes.
those teachers will appear. And I'm
Yes.
going to tell you, as transparent as possible, that I can remember me thinking that I wanted to do other things, other things like being a Marine, like other things. Yeah, one of my cousins, she joined the Army. I remember her going through boot camp. That wasn't really that successful for some medical reasons, but I wanted to go into the service. I like the look of myself in a uniform. I'm super disciplined, when it comes to certain things, And so I remember when I was going to school in Jersey City, I was in high school, and, the recruiting officers came to the school, and, they said their speech and, tell you, some of what goes on, and they're recruiting these young minds.
We lost her. We lost her. We lost her. Now we got to stick a pin. Now we lost her. I don't know what happened with her connection, but let's talk with the recruit. We're gonna go right back to the recruiting when she comes back in. We lost her, but it's all good. Let me read something else that this young lady said about the new moon. New moon marks the kickoff point of monthly moon cycles. So astrologically, they're supportive of all sorts of fresh starts and can help us embrace new opportunities. I was like, this is a good time to start embracing new opportunities in this new moon. But our sister's coming back, but we got kicked off a little. We got to see what's up. Sister, you was talking about your Marine recruiting, thinking about going in. Go ahead,
yes.
Sis,
so I was really intrigued and impressed with, what they laid down. I was picking it up. And so one of the things was they started asking, like, if you were interested, you speak to your teacher, and your teacher will get in contact, and then they'll let you know what to do. Well, basically, I was prepared, with taking tests and things like that. I went all the way to taking tests. I was just 17. I had to wait until I turned 18 before I could really legally, sign certain papers to go. But I got snatched up by the ancestors before that happened. I think my father was really excited about me going. And when I got snatched up and brought back to Brooklyn to be prepared for the life that I have now, I went kicking and screaming. It wasn't an easy transition, because I saw myself in uniform. I saw myself as a pilot. I saw myself as a Marine, as a, in the Air Force. I could just see myself. That's what I had for myself. I didn't have any of this, plants and herbs and healer and ting. I didn't.
No, so, but what do you say to the new people that decide to take that journey before? Because a lot of people have gone through the same route. They may have got the superstar job, or they might have wanted to join the Marines, or any different division of this. They might have went to jail and just got the knowledge through there. What do you say to the people that are finally trying to get this knowledge and move from the state that they were to the state that they're about to go? Please, what do you say that?
You mean as far as like, how do you drum out the noise, the distraction that can keep you from hearing what your higher self is trying to guide you to? Well, it's really it's a thing. It's really very, very challenging now, because we have social media. Back then, I didn't have social media. I might have had, a few friends, saying this or saying that, or, some adults or whatever, but I didn't have the social media and the flooding of adverse information, and that can, and the distractions that can take you in so many different places, to the point where a lot of people are dealing with anxiety, feeling less than, then there's mental illness on the rise. It's like people turn themselves into a tizzy. I'm realizing these days, just based on what is being projected at them, and not having that quiet, because the voices, or the guides, the spiritual guides that guide us, that speak to us, that whisper on the wind or in the music, they can't hear it. I realize that they can't hear it. Not everybody, but a lot of people, they can't hear. Some people are still hearing, obviously, but you have to, these days, the advice I would give is you have to really, really try hard to not do what is considered the norm, and to be on all of these sites, letting all of these things feed you mentally and spiritually. You know, me, myself, having a business, I have a timer set every single day for 2 hours on all of the social medias. That includes for Facebook, even checking emails and things like that. 2 hours, my phone alarms, and it says, okay, that's it. Your 2 hours is up. And I have a whole business. I have a whole business that I'm doing because I still need to hear. I need to hear from day to day to day, you know, what is going on with me, around me, you know, how to move through, you know, all these shifts that are happening. Like I woke up yesterday morning, and because most times the first thing I do is not to, you know, spend those 2 hours straight on social media. If it's close to the weekend and I have to post that we're going to open, you know, put myself back into the algorithms, I'll do that. But like Friday or Thursday for the weekend. But yesterday being Tuesday, I got up and the voice whispered, clean this bedroom, reorganize, do the laundry, dust the corners, water the plants in the bedroom alone. That is like the heart. That is the individual's heart.
Yeah.
Clean the bedroom.
Wow.
It wasn't until you called me last night and mentioned the new moon that I even was even tuned into that. So moving on some other guidance, some other whispering that I am in alignment, even though I don't know it from social media. I don't know it from Google. I don't know it from looking at a calendar, but it's an innate, a feeling, a sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you get yourself there by spending time with yourself.
Yes.
Listening outward, listening inward. You know, I have a friend of mine.
This is an over 30-year journey. You've been doing this.
It gets stronger and it gets louder, and I don't always listen.
Right.
I listen. I and when I don't listen, I've gotten myself into some nice little trouble. Consequences.
Yeah, the consequences.
But those consequences, like when you bump into that wall, it's like, okay, because you could have went that way, it would have been easier, but you chose to go this way. So now there's consequences, but you're going to learn from those consequences. And everything that I've learned, I can teach.
Exactly.
It becomes a teachable moment. It becomes another form of taking care of myself. It becomes another electricity and energy, and a way of caring for myself, keeping a roof over my head. So I go to the school or the college of hard knocks and consequences, so that I can bring back that information. And people say, oh, you know, this happened to you, that happened to you. Yes, because I can be hard-headed at times.
That's right.
You know, for that lesson. And so before I had a body, I am learning now at this stage in my autumn that I agreed. I agreed to everything, all of this that's happening. We get here and we go to sleep and we forget that we signed on for this mission. And then we want to blame outside of ourselves, you know, when people keep doing something or people keep doing something. No, I signed on for this, that I was going to keep doing this until I got tired of it, until I decided it was time to change because I'm tired. You know, I saw a meme this evening that says, there's two types of tired.
What's that, please? Yeah, that one.
It's like tired from like sleepy tired, or tired from just being sick and tired and ready.
Like Fannie Lou Hamer used to say.
Yeah. You know, like tired that you want to sleep and you need rest.
Yes.
But tired that you're ready for peace. The type of tired that you're ready for peace.
That's interesting. Yes.
Peace will quell a certain kind of tired, and sleep will suffice and quell another type of tired.
Man. I mean, and people that are just tuning in, if you're just tuning in, don't forget the conversation. The topic is Numerovational New Moon conversation. And this is her and I having a conversation. And you're more than welcome to join us after we do what we got to do to speak on it. But I want you to know that Priestess Yendez is in the building. Yes. Nefer-Atum, my guest. Call her or text her after the show now. Don't mess up, please.
Don't text me now.
Yeah, don't text me now. No, not now. 347-635-3676. Email her now. You can do that. Of course, Yendez as is at yahoo.com. And IG, she does answer her DM. She does check it when she get a chance. Like she only have a certain amount of time to be doing all that. She just said it. So at ancient blends apatha _care. And of course, she got this house plant diary that is off the hook. I'm telling y'all, fam, if you love plants, you want to get nice house plants and all that, sister can guide you, consult you, and show you. She was even featured in a few videos and magazines and all that stuff. So this sister been doing it. And her Cash App is $Yendez Nefer-Atum. You gotta support the machine. And she's right there on Tompkins Avenue. What they dubbed that avenue as now? What they call it now? What they dubbed
Black Girl Magic Street.
Black Girl Magic Street. Give it up to all of them.
And that's because of the amount of stores that are actually owned by Black women.
Yes, that's right. Between where and Tompkins, between where and where? Give that
Tompkins and Gates Avenue.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a 6-block radius or a corridor.
Yes.
And by the way, I'm having a houseplant workshop the 30th of this month. It's a Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. It's physical. It's in the store.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. They can contact you at all this information. Right.
The link. Yeah. The link is in my bio on my IG.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
It's in my bio. So, go there and click all my links. It's the first link to get your slot.
Yes.
And I'm talking about how to, it's wintertime now. You have plants. How do you care for your plants when, the sun is shifting a little bit? The sun goes down earlier, or so they say.
Appears to go down. Appears. But it's interesting that you're talking about that, because even dealing with these different moon phases, plants seem to go with that too. And I want you to talk on that, because we're on a new moon thing conversation, because new moons, we're supposed to start new things, new beginnings, but this is a new moon in Sagittarius, of course. So talk about that with your plants, and how important it is, if you are open to it, to have plants in your house, and how refreshing it is to have plants in your house or around your house, or whatever you're going to do with plants, because
it's real medicine. It's inviting more oxygen. It's oxygenating your space. It's helping with collecting a lot of the impurities, and from different gases and cleaning fluids and stuff like that. The plants are set up for that. But there's a thing, people feel a way about taking in plants and not having a green thumb, so to speak, and sometimes the plants, it's about energy in the home too. It's not just you not having a green thumb. It's about plants pick up energy in the home, the people in the home, or just maybe not even your energy, maybe energy that was there before, because there wasn't any cleansing rituals done before you moved in, and there's still some residual stuff on the walls that the paint didn't get rid of, and so we bring our furniture and we bring our newness into some oldness, some old energy, without shifting that energy out. Sometimes that can happen. And plants, based on the lighting, I think they make a decision once they come in, because sometimes you can bring a plant in about a week, it's gone. It decides it's out of here. It's gonna just not thrive. That's for several reasons. One of the main reasons as well, besides energetic, because there's the physical reason, energetic reason, is that when plants come from the nursery, or when you purchase it from a store, it needed repotting. Oh wow.
Yes, one of your pictures at the plant, one of your
One of my
workshops.
classes. Yeah,
Yes,
one of the
one of your workshops.
workshops earlier
Yes.
this year. Wow,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank
I had to,
you.
I had to put it up, girl. I mean, and look at the stuff that she puts up, and then gives you some type of grand rising about the plants, and
Yeah.
featuring other people's plants, but other people's
Yes.
things, and this is what she does on this house plant a
Mhm.
diary, and
Yeah.
look at this is yours, right?
And
This is
that's
your place.
mine. Yeah,
Yeah, this
that's
is her
my
place.
place.
Now look at this. This is her place. Now look what she got up there.
Ooh.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just like,
It's much thicker than that now.
I'm sure. Look at all this. This is your place again. Look at this. How
That's
many?
not mine.
That's not your. Oh,
Mm-mm.
that's not your. Now, how
That's
many? How
somebody
many?
else's, but mine is looking like that now.
Yeah, but how many? How many plants do you have in your house, your place where you
Well,
live, and then downstairs?
when I did the feature, there's a
Yes.
feature on YouTube. If you go to Plant One on Me, the channel. It's my friend
Okay.
Summer Rain,
Mm-hmm.
episode 237, Plant One on Me.
Plant
Um,
the number one, or just plant?
yeah, yeah, the ONE,
N.
Plant,
Okay.
yeah, Plant
Plant
One
one
on Me,
on me. Okay, on me.
episode 237,
Is that
because she
YouTube?
has,
Two,
yes, YouTube,
two,
because she's done a
three.
lot of features. My episode happens to be 237,
That's a
but
good number.
that was a year ago, and
Uh-huh.
we're at about a 500,000 views. And
Wow.
so
Give that a round of applause. Stop playing.
when
Yes,
I
yes.
when
Good.
I counted, I just kind of like, oh, let me see how many, in case she asks me. It was at about 500, and that was a year ago. And I've definitely brought more plants home since
Wow.
a year. Are you kidding me? I brought more plants
Wow.
home in a year.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
it's a thing. You feel good. It's like you're inviting guests into your home, and you want to. It feels good when the plants show you that they're thriving.
Right.
And also another thing, a third thing to remember about plants, and you're not getting plants out of the forest or out of nature. You're getting plants that have been genetically crafted and created, that you're bringing home. And when they were in the nursery or the plant shop, they were under special lighting. They were
Mhm.
getting special water with the vitamins and minerals in it.
Mm.
And then you bring it home and put it in a corner or on a table that's not getting enough light, because you have to know what plants need what amount of light, and you have to mimic what they would get in nature. And the fact that they're not from nature, the fact that they were, made in a lab, so to speak, these
Mhm.
plants.
Mhm.
There's a lot of variables. That's my daughter, my younger
Yeah,
daughter.
say what's up, girl. That's right, doing her little meditation around the plants, all the
Yeah,
plants. She taught the two daughters well now. Two daughters be doing they thing in whatever field they in. So big up to
yes,
them all the time. Big up
yes,
to them.
yes.
I love that. I had your daughter on the other time. I had your other daughter on,
Hmm.
but I won't even mention that right now. We ain't going down that. That was a
Yeah.
good road. We had a good
Brother, I am getting some goosebumps that I'm supposed to give some
Oh
information
yeah,
here.
let's do it. Let's do it. We got to
Yeah, they're
that's
like
definitely.
it's coming through here. It's
Okay,
coming through.
let's
It's
do it.
like
Let's do it now. Let's talk about, because this new moon is a lot of information about the new moon,
yeah,
but you've been
yeah,
doing a lot of this energy work for
yeah,
naturally for years. So let's go into that. Go ahead, talk about what is
yeah.
it that they should expect for this new moon and
Well,
what they should do.
from yesterday, I
Yes.
woke up not
Hmm.
being, in the mental awareness or, intentions of anything about a new moon, but
Hmm.
just getting a sense. This is when you are listening. So it might have come through the dream state, because that's all I wanted to do, not even having break fast, drink water. I
Right.
did that,
Right.
made some tea, lit my candles.
Hmm.
But it was like, okay, strip the bed, take the pillowcases, take the sheets, take the comforters, take everything,
Mm.
sweep, get the vacuum, the dirt devils, sweeping, get in the corners, get the dried leaves off the plants, like refresh the
Yes.
heart, the bedroom, refresh
Hmm.
the heart, refresh that space. So there was laundry, there was, you know, do stuff with the wardrobe. Is
Hmm.
the clothes that you're wearing, are they speaking to who you are, or are
Hmm.
they still speaking to, the clothes that you're pulling out, your winter clothes from last year? Is this
Hmm.
still identifying you? Is that still the business card or the calling card or the personal card that you still want to present to the world? Because you'll hold yourself in a box if you're, still doing it that way, and you haven't really shifted up anything in your personal, your outer appearance.
Yeah.
You shift the outer and the inner can shift, or you shift the inner so that the outer can shift. It works both ways. So when you called me tonight, when you text me, I had been doing a bath, and this tonight and tomorrow night, you have several days, we're still within the shadow before it fully gets there on the night that it's here, which is tonight. So you can do your baths all into, like, after we finish this segment, you can, set your bath tomorrow night, everything. So I asked, as I was preparing my bath, about essential oils. And the oils that I received was the frankincense and myrrh essential oil for the tub, a few drops, sage, lavender, and lemon. And honestly, I've never mixed that combination together. I'd never worked with that combination. Each one of them, yes, because I had each of them, but I had not worked with them together. And the scent, I felt like it was so transformative, and it was so, like, I felt immediately like a sense of ascension and refresh. Okay. I had asked last night about a stone for, I'm getting goosebumps again. I'd asked about a stone for, this new moon time, and the stone that was presented to me was labradorite. And labradorite is a very it's a very mystical looking stone. It looks like if you peer into it, you could see like other worlds. You stare at it long enough, if you meditate with it, the way it shimmers and shines, if you turn it different ways, it's just really, like, it's got a lot of fairy energy with it. So you can put this in your bath as well. I like to work in sevens. So taking 7 baths, like 7 nights or 7 mornings, early mornings, with these essential oils, with your labradorite inside the water with you. And also what came to me also is charge yourself with drinking green juices for the next 7 days. You probably already do it, but just mindfully, intentionally, as you are preparing it, just tell yourself that you're putting the green in to charge yourself, the way we plug our phones in to charge our phones, and to really power up, to really boost us. I wrote down a couple of things that I didn't want to forget.
Okay.
That was coming to me with this new moon, and with all the new moons, it's always an opportunity to be upgraded. It's always an opportunity to meet a new octave, or open up a new octave of yourself. It's a positive upgrade, and you want to trust the feelings that you're having, and this is one where you're not in your heart during the new moon. You're not in your mind, you're in your heart. You're depending on your heart. So this is a very a loving time for the self. And what stops us a lot of times is our heart and fear of what the newness is going to be about. But this new moon wants you to really trust and really depend on your heart, and whatever you're feeling and sensing. Interesting that I said that the bedroom was the heart, and that you had to clear that space out. Yeah, you had to clear that out. And you might find that whatever is ending in your life, and what the new moon is helping to end, so that a new beginning can happen, it could be very painful. It could be very painful. It could be something that has been you've been entangled with for a lot of years. It could be a chapter that is closing, and a lot of times fear keeps us from allowing these chapters to end. But speak your truth politely. Try to refrain from speaking your truth, or speaking your mind, speaking your heart in anger. It's going to be challenging, but we benefit when we speak politely and speak kindly. Although whatever is shifting is painful, can be painful, but just know on the opposite side of that is so refreshing, so exciting. We're always looking at what's leaving, and we have a hard time looking at what door is going to open, because we don't know. We're afraid of the unknown. But from what I've seen, doors opening that I didn't know was going to open, they've been magnificent. They've been life-changing. They've brought about, things for my highest and greatest good. So, we each have something. We got to reorganize so that the reverse energy can be attracted to us. At this point, we trying to resist fear, because fear will sabotage the expansion that is trying to come. And we have to ask ourselves several questions, like can we really allow our life to be even more awesome? Can we step out of our own way and allow our lives to become more awesome? And how about we trust and we let go and let our true divinity, our true destined awesomeness happen? I was listening to Dr. B. Sirius last night, and he said, he mentioned, and we've heard this, but it was the way that he said it and the space that I was in. Travel light, because half that stuff isn't even ours in the first place. And that's so true.
Exactly.
Half the stuff that we're carrying, it doesn't belong to us, but you can be guilted into feeling like what somebody else wants to put on you. You could be guilted into feeling like it belongs to you because of your familiarity with the person. But then that familiarity down the road breeds contempt and resentment. After a while, carrying stuff that doesn't belong to you. My mother used to always say, give Jack, he jack it. Give Jack, he jacket. That jacket does not belong to you. That jacket belongs to Jack. All those things that, people come with and they want to give you, and you because they're miserable, and they want you to share in the misery. That does not belong to you.
Exactly.
And
Hold on. I love you always pop out your mother saying, but them be a gen people, y'all.
and it's the stuff that she used to say. This stuff, God rest her spirit, as an ancestor. She is definitely sitting on my shoulders, guiding me and making me see, shining a light on some of these things that she used to say to me that I used to think was so crazy. I'm like, what is this woman talking about? But I'm living all these things now, and I'm glad that I didn't chuck them away. That I kept them close so I can refer to them.
Exactly.
You were saying.
And no, and that I remember my grandfather saying all kinds of different things, and you'd be like, you never know, you're gonna be throwing it at your own children or saying it at your
Oh, I've
grandchildren.
thrown all my mother's stuff at my children, and they love it. They love it. They love it. They're getting it. They're getting it.
Those are good things to like right there, write it down and create some type of book around those sayings from out of
Yeah.
Barbados and translate it into English and from Jamaica or different places. But one of the things of this new moon, I'm understanding that is this person wrote, taking place in the independent fire sign of Sagittarius. This new moon spiritually means calls on you to seek higher knowledge, pursue greater aspiration, and expand your perspective. What do you say about that, and how you can do it, and how have you freed up and cleared the space for you to do that? Because you have to have clear space to do that too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're always in the process of beginning, and basically what I was saying before was basically all the steps. What I just shared was the steps, to doing that, because we all have some aspect, whether it's in your business sector. It could be in spaces with like school or something. It could be with family. It could be with your relationship, with your marriage, with your children. So it depends on where you're having this lesson. Where is this lesson showing up? And are you tired? which type of tired are you? Are you the kind of tired that only needs sleep and you're going to be ready to struggle with it tomorrow? Or are you the kind of tired that it needs peace and you're ready to put it down? You're ready to, allow the universe to conspire on your behalf and just free fall. Are you ready to free fall and allow the universe to catch you with that feather bed and shift the dynamic for you? Like it says also, a part of this new moon is starve out the negative and love in the positive.
Yes.
Starve out the negative and love in the positive. And if you do for yourself what you would do for others, like you want to make, a lot of times we want to make other people comfortable, we want to make other people happy, we don't want to hurt their feelings, but it's at the sacrifice of yourself a lot of times to make the other person be okay. You want to be the bigger person and act like it doesn't bother you to do that, but that's going to show up later on in resentment. And it's going to blow up in your own face as a bomb, because a lot of times we do stuff that people don't even ask us to do out of their mouth. We just assume that it'll make a situation better if we acquiesce and if we just do it, just to keep the peace. That's not keeping the peace. That's
tearing yourself into pieces. Basically, Janelle just wrote, coming in late, but what are some of the things you can do if you are feeling stuck? Well, all of us have been there. All of us been there. Go ahead.
Well, we got to do physical things until the spiritual things kick in, because you don't always know what that spiritual thing is, because it's coming from spirit. It's coming from the universe. It's coming from the ancestral realm, or all of the above. So you have to get focused and disciplined on creating rituals for yourself. Dr. Africa was big on us creating rituals for ourselves. And I mentioned earlier, new moon rituals are doing those baths for 7 days. Set a bath, set a shower. If you can't do a bath, set a shower, but use the essential oils in a diffuser or an oil burner or something like that in the bathroom. Set the stage, set the ritual, turn the lights down, the overhead lights, put your candles. The essential oils again are lavender, sage, frankincense, not the frankincense and myrrh from the street. It's the frankincense from the health food store with the essential oils, 100% plant oil. A lot of people really aren't in the knowledge that some oils are synthetic and some oils are essential oils. You must add, essential oils are derived from plants.
Right.
Fragrant oils like frankincense and myrrh, lick me all over, Michelle Obama, those type of oils are made in a lab. They are not essential oils. They have no energy whatsoever. So you will not be using them in a spiritual ritual. You can use them to smell good if that's what you're into.
I wanted to say something real quick. No, finish what you want to say, and then I want to say something to Janelle real quick. Go ahead.
Okay, lemon, lavender, sage, frankincense, essential oils. 7 days of drinking green juice, because you have to charge yourself. You're feeling stuck because, like, if your cell phone ran out of battery, you can't use it. It could be said as being stuck. It needs to be charged. And how we charge ourselves is we put green in our bodies, or we work with crystals. The crystal is labradorite. That's the crystal to help with illuminating. You can put it in the bath. You can sleep with it. You can keep it in a pocket very close to you. You can wear it as jewelry on your person, touching your body, not touching the outside of the clothing, but actually put it inside, or put it in the bra for a woman. Oh, someone was called to sleep with labradorite last night.
Yeah,
See, on the frequency.
She's going to be on the show. She's going to be on the show November 3rd, November 30th. So big up to her. Big up to her. Big up to Mystic 33. Yes.
That was given to me last night. When I asked what stones to use, labradorite was what was given to me. So yes. So start the rituals, creating rituals. is a way to become unstuck, because what you're going to do is you're preparing a space, like they say, you're preparing a space
Right.
to sit down and open and allow the voices to reach you, the frequencies to reach you, to guide you out of that stuckness.
And you know what's so interesting with Janelle, with your name, because you're the one that put up that that question there about feeling stuck. You know, in numerology, your name brings your gifts, talents, and your skills, and it reveals expression. It's your soul urge. It reveals the quintessential you. Now, your name in both systems of numerology adds up to a 23, which is a 5. But the 2, 3, and 5 in angel number teachings is your prayers to change your life have been heard and answered by ascended masters who are helping you arrange your life in a healthy way. So the premise of that 235 that your name equates to is about you rearranging yourself and not be scattered, because even in your scatteredness, you could be stuck because you are holding yourself in the scattered mindset instead of holding yourself in a more compassionate, expansive mindset, which your name adds up to. And then because you have the double L in your name, the double L represents the 33, which deals with the master imaginative energy that you need to exude to show forth your childlike ways, because a lot of us have lost our imagination and need to go back and grab that little girl or that little boy and then reap the benefits of the imagination that our childlike attitude has been suppressed over the years. And 33 as a master number is the master number of healing, teaching, and guiding. And it says in the angel number energy, it says you have a strong and clear connection with one or more of your ascended masters, and who have to answer your call to prayer and keep talking to them. You got to talk to your inner divine bloodline. Stop running from your inner divine. And because what Yenda said earlier about settling the mind and finding that peace, it's very important that you find that peace. That's why meditation is going to be important, because remember, when you pray, you talk to the creative force. But when you meditate, you truly listen. And you got to listen in the purity of your mind, Janelle and any others. But I'm looking at her numbers just to a name. I didn't even get a birthday. I look at the name now because that's what you threw up on me. So I see, I see what I see. Go ahead, Yendez. I'm sorry. I can get
No.
You know
That's perfect, because when we speak to one, we're speaking to all. You never know, who you're speaking to. The choir, somebody in there needs that information. And what came to me is, if she utilizes social media, she's gonna have to set a limit the way that I do. You got to slice that time up so that you can set aside time to meditate, to do the ritual, to listen, to be still, to be stationed in that space that they can speak. But we're in the throes of major change, whether or not you're ready for it. The energy is moving. The energy is moving for change, and you can ride that wave, or you can be drowned in that wave at the same time. But this phase is revealing, it's unearthing, it's removing and releasing anything and anybody that lacks integrity, accountability. There's a breakdown in order to have a breakthrough, which is not for our highest good. There's a lot of excitement in the newness that's coming as well. And I am this is a real personal one. This new moon, is pretty personal, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
And one thing I would like to say: be prepared to try new things and branch out from your usual way of thinking.
Exactly.
Because your beliefs are now evolving, and the paradigms are shifting. So don't be afraid to let go of your past ideas. And I said that to today. I know I think I was writing because I had a dream this morning, and I wrote something down about what this new moon represents as far as new moon. And I said it on my live about new moon, new moves, new miracles.
New miracles.
Because we are a miracle of our parents.
Right.
We
Right.
keep on forgetting. Before they understood the conception concept through a scientific apparatus, we
Mm-hmm.
were the miracles.
Mm-hmm.
Women bearing children is a miracle.
Absolutely.
Coming through, if heaven on earth, like Dwayne Mooney would say, the whole heaven on earth, this is what he would say. He created the acronym. Paul Mooney's son, you know he crazy. Paul Mooney's son created the acronym. The whole don't mean some prostitute on the street, but whole means heaven on earth. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
sisters are heaven on earth. That's why Dr. Ben used to say that heaven lies between the legs
Between
of
the
a
legs of
woman.
a woman.
So if
Mm-hmm.
you understand that, and give enough respect to her, because she did some blessings over Dr. Ben some years ago when he was going through his transition and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
she was one of the sisters that was there. Yendez, Mama Yendez, Priestess Yendez, and I seen the whole video of what she was doing. So enough respect to, and his birthday is coming up. So be willing to change. And I tell a lot of people that are not willing to change because of fear. Everything you want is on the other side of fear.
Absolutely.
Everything.
Absolutely.
So go
And
ahead. I'm sorry.
it's exercising a muscle, it's like
Exactly.
you're exercising a muscle, and they call it quantum entanglements.
Mm-hmm.
Quantum entanglements, and it sometimes it takes practice. You may have to let go more than once, or more than twice, more than 3 times, but just as well as you get great at holding on, you will develop the muscle to get good at letting go as well. But you have to be intentionally practicing, intentionally wanting, willing. This is time for spelling. It's time for using the pen and the paper and to write, to plant the seeds, to put it into the darkness. In the new moon, you don't see anything. You're gonna bury the intentions into the darkness of your soul, your heart, into your mind, into the universe, via the rituals. And you're gonna trust that your intentions are viable, and they will sprout and come to fruition, on the other side in a few days, in a few months, 6 to 8 weeks. Some seedlings take a little bit longer to emerge. You don't keep digging it up and checking it to see if it's ready to be birthed. You have to be patient. You got to plant it, step back. You might need to give it a little water yourself, drink that green juice, take those baths, pay attention to you. And a wonderful mantra to do is to start defining yourself by your future self. How do you see your future self? Define yourself in that way. That's another way to become unstuck as well. Define yourself as your future self. See it the way you wish to see it, and then will that into being. What would you like your state of being to be? Focus on that, evoke that, write that down. What would you like that to be? Pull down or pull up what your higher self decides to be or desires to be. Pull it down from the heavens or pull it up from the earth. Start to live in the new energetic hologram of yourself.
Yes.
Start to live in your change. They say be until it becomes.
Yes.
Be until it becomes. Start to live in that. Change the mind, change your reality, attract the opportunities, be loving and be centered. That's a practice. And my brother Black Dot from Urban X.
Yes. He was just on a Rich show yesterday.
Yeah, I was watching today. And they talk about, we're at the ending of the Jason months. I don't know if you're familiar with the Jason months.
Yes, I do. It's the sacrificial months. Yeah, the sacrifice.
Exactly. So things that no longer serve you going forward. The Jason months are June,
No. Yeah,
No,
June, July,
July.
August,
No,
August.
July,
Mhm,
August, September,
mhm.
October, November. So
And
we're
sometimes it start at the end of June. A lot of people don't realize that. Sometimes it
okay,
starts
because June and
yeah,
July,
July. Yeah,
June and
because right
July.
there, right there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense as
Yeah.
well.
Mhm,
So what happens during those times is the sacrificing, the
mhm,
ripping away, the letting go, the offerings that are
mhm,
painful, you know, to for you, but it's going to clear away a space. When you sacrifice something, you
mhm,
know, you're saying that, you're ready, willing, and open for the newness and the goodness to come.
mhm.
Be until, and be that, someone was saying be until it becomes yes.
Yes,
Yes,
be until it becomes
absolutely.
right.
It sounds simple, it sounds easy, but if you don't have the tools, and a lot of people, a lot of our audience, a lot of our community, they didn't have rites of passage, they didn't sit at the feet of elders. And
Yeah.
see, in the last, maybe the last 10 to 15 years, a
Mhm,
lot of that uh, eldership study seemed to have shifted out, and people were studying YouTube.
mhm,
It's one thing to get the information and write it down from YouTube, and you see these teachers. It's one thing to get it like that, but it was another thing to sit in the space with
mm.
the person and to
Yes.
be there, with them. There's an energy that is unlike the energy that you get from looking on to YouTube or in a Zoom class. It's not the same,
Mhm,
and it's not the same, and I don't know how we can replicate that, because now we're even in a time where there's less and less communion, coming together. You know what's interesting about the church? Whatever they're doing in there,
mhm,
that going together under that triangle, whatever they're doing, the communion is what keeps certain things strong. And
mhm,
whatever it is that you're giving energy to, it will be strengthened, it will be fed, and it'll work for you, however
mhm.
it's working for them. But it's something that they seem to practice, the communion, all the different groups, they go together in this place regardless of what, what I'm
Mm,
saying. Certain
mhm,
groups of people, we was going through something recently in the last year or two, and they
mhm.
were still coming together
Yeah. Mm,
physically,
mhm,
against all the odds and the news. They were still coming together because rituals are done, and they're charged with human energy, with our vibrations when we are together. So we
mm.
have to think about that. People ask me about my class being online and what have you, and I don't really, it's not my thing really doing, online stuff. I like to feel the energy of the people in the space.
Yeah.
That's a charge. We charge each other. You get so much more out of that. And I understand, people are all
Yeah.
around, and the internet connects us, and it's the
Mhm.
way of the world these days. I get it. I totally get it. But I said all of that to say that, going back to
Yeah.
how, they're YouTube students,
Right.
and there's a component missing. So even
Yes.
though I'm laying it out, if you're not with my energy, or Queen of Foods energy, Dr. Africa's energy, God rest his spirit, if you're not with that energy, the
Mhm.
likelihood of you getting the importance and the dire need to do these rituals, you turn this off and be distracted by the next breaking news that's on YouTube, Instagram. When you get off this,
Mhm.
after I laid out the ritual, I laid out the essential oils and the crystals, and the mantras, what to meditate on. You
Mhm.
turn that, you go to that next app, and there's breaking news, and what's his name said something, and the other guy said something. The rituals are out the window.
That's right.
The mindset is out the window.
Mhm.
New moon, what? But tomorrow we're still stuck
Yeah.
until full moon, and
Mhm.
then the half a moon, and then it's just a vicious cycle, and it's not really working for you, because you got to put in the work, you got to be disciplined, you got to sit quiet, you got to be boring and bored. Nobody wants to be, turned down and bored and boring, because that's where the magic happens.
Exactly. That's funny. You know, before
Woo!
before we go on paper, make sure you go to her website, shopancientblends.com. That's
Let's see the link at the top.
shopancientblends.com. Well, and your microphone keep on rubbing into something. I think your microphone is rubbing it. Yeah, it's probably rubbing into your chain and your beads. Yeah, you might
Yeah,
have to
that's
pull
what
it a
it
little.
is.
Pull it, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
'Cause
it is.
we kept on hearing the chains and everything talking to us too, but it was good. It kept on going up. But right now we have on the front page with us now. We got the one, the only Priestess Yendez Nefer-Atum, our guest. Make sure you contact her via text or call at during calling hours, please.
Mhm.
What are your working hours, my dear? Please, so we can make sure people don't.
Fridays noon to 6 p.m.
Uh-huh.
Saturdays 10 to 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and Sundays 10 to 6 p.m. We just shortened it from 7 p.m. because as the sun going down and it being very dark from
Mm-hmm.
about 5:30, I just decided to stay until about 6. Nothing happens. I noticed nothing happens on the avenue between 6 and 7, so
Okay.
no need for me to sit there. So we shut
Exactly.
down. High point is, while when the sun is high,
Mm-hmm.
our active time is say between 1 and 4. That's
Mm-hmm.
when everybody's out in the street, especially if it's a really nice day on the weekends. Folks are out walking. But once you see the sun goes down, they grab some dinner, a little bottle of something, something, and they go home later
Yeah.
for a butter or a plant.
Exactly. And the fake people, if you're in New York City and Brooklyn, New York in particular, go there to Tompkins. You're right there in Tompkins and Madison. That's where your shop is right there, right?
Tompkins and Madison, yes.
Yes,
And we
very good.
have we have a lot of things going on. Like for instance, this 27th of this month, November 27th. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that's Sunday coming, right?
Yes.
Sunday coming. We're having open streets again on
Oh,
Tompkins Avenue. We
okay.
had
Okay.
we had about 23 Sundays of open street on Tompkins Avenue where the people came out to support the merchants. The
Yeah.
merchants, we invited vendors, small businesses, vendor individuals to come and introduce their products to our customers, to the community there in Bed-Stuy. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're doing it again, and I'm actually having what we called holiday market matters.
Mm.
So it
That's
does
good.
matter. This is we the merchants, we are helping each other to gather resources to get through the cold
Yes.
season, the dark
Yes.
season, until spring has sprung again.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to, put away some of our harvest.
Mm-hmm.
You gather your harvest and then you start, using it wisely so you don't run out of what you've gathered
Mm-hmm.
during those cold, lean times.
Right.
You prepare for lean times. And one of the preparations is this Sunday where the streets will be shut down for 6 blocks from Jefferson to Gates. The merchants are we're going to do something, either inside the store, outside the store.
Yes.
So I think some people are giving away. So the restaurants may give a little something. But come on over to Tompkins Avenue,
Yes.
stroll. There's good food. There's a lot of health and wellness. There's just a lot of good energy here on this avenue. And bring your love, and we'll share some love with you. Bring your support, and we'll share some support with you as well.
There it is. There it is. Let's give that a round of applause. Now, family, before we close out, I did promise that if you did want to come on live with us and tell us what you want to do and what you want to accomplish in this new moon gathering and this new moon greatness, you're more than welcome to come on. I'll put it in the chat right now. I'll put it in the chat if you
Or
do
if they
want to.
had any questions.
If they have any questions live, if you want to come on live and you have any questions, I know people are putting a few questions in there. I just threw it in the chat right now. I just threw the live stream, the StreamYard. If you want to come on live, there's a link to speak with us about your new moon activities and what you want to do. So you're more than welcome to come on. I put the link. If you want to come on, we'll probably just take a few people and you can tell us what you want to do and how you want to do things. And I understand Kelly Mills says she has, of course, double L's in her first and her middle name and her last name, which is, of course, anytime you see the doubling of any letters in your name, there's always that master number frequency. Other than the whole complete adding up of it, it's always that master number frequency. So you need to at least understand the letters that is connected to the numbers to get that master. And of course, the L, like Billy Carson has the double L's, and that 33 energy about the healing and the optimism and the youthfulness that you have to maintain when you have double L's. And if it's in your last name, because in numerology or in that science of astronumerology, you find that the last name represents what you have inherited over the years from your family. Anybody that has held that name had that possibility or the potential to be a healer at any. That name Mills goes a long way. I know a singer from Blue Magic named Ted Mills, Teddy Mills, and Ted Mills was the high-pitched voice. So his voice was able to touch and heal through his voice when you heard him sing in Blue Magic. Stephanie Mills, look at her last name again, who know how to touch you with her music, because it's a healing vibration that comes with that double L. And anytime, although the name Mills in numerology might add up, let's see, like 91333 might add up to the 6, 10, 11, adds up to the master number 11. That's in the Chaldean. Well, actually, it adds up when I added the S. I only had Mill. I didn't put the S, but Mills, when you add up, that's a number 12, which still deals with the need to sing and verbally or use your voice or use your expression in some type of way. So once you see people like Ted Mills and Stephanie Mills doing what they had to do in this music business and reaching people, it's very important. All right, we need to see some faces. Anybody coming up? Who is this? Hello, who's this? I want to see some faces. What's up, Laverne?
Oh, great.
Where you at?
I'm
Laverne?
not cheap right now, so I don't really want to show my face, but I have something important to say.
What's that, Laverne? What's that?
Hey, Laverne.
I'm in Oakland, I'm in Berkeley, California.
Berkeley, California.
Hey,
what's going on?
Clap that up.
Thank you for coming up. What's up,
yes.
Berkeley? Yes, what's happening, Laverne?
Okay, so I am launching my book, Big Mama Stargate, Relationship Advice and Reality Checks.
What's the website?
I've got my domain name, but I haven't launched the site yet.
Oh, you got to always come up when you got that thing ready, girl. Don't ever do nothing like
well,
that.
I'm telling you, you said I'm using this new moon energy to.
Oh, she wanted to let us know what she was doing. Yes, congratulations. Yes,
but you got
to
make
ready
sure,
to go.
Because when you have a bunch of people ready and people that's going to watch, you always got to make sure you have something. Make sure you got that website or IG. You always say something. Don't.
All of that is in the works.
Hold on, I'm a promoter. I don't play with that promotion game. I've done.
You said what you're doing. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So
can I say something? She is absolutely correct. We asked the question. We didn't necessarily ask about coming on to promote. We said, what are you doing with this energy right now? What are you setting into place? And she is so very on point. And all the best to you, sister. All the best to you. And what is for you cannot be unfor you, no matter what you don't have in this present moment. The ancestors got your back. The universe is conspiring with you. So just keep going. Keep going.
Thank you so much. One more thing. The book pulls together our past male and female relationships before colonization.
That's what it pulls together past relationships, you said?
How we were socially manipulated to be apart and at each other's throat.
Okay, that's good.
And why it's important.
Why it's important.
And how it's important for men to reevaluate their relationship with the pussy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes, you got to definitely. Yes. I got a PG channel, so be very focused. All right, be very focused. I got children that watch it. I got 12 grandchildren, so be very mindful what you say on my channel. So yeah, but I understand. Thank you very much, sister.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Right. Thank you. Right. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. And people have been talking about that for many years between the man and woman relationship. So whatever got to come out of her, that's good. Whatever's coming out of her, that should be good. It makes it's very interesting when it comes. So you got to just stay focused.
But yeah, that's somebody, people are planting. Who else is planting? Let us know what you have planted, what you got, what you got percolating in the how do you say gestating? What is in the gestating stage for this this new moon?
Right. There's new
Yeah,
moon,
yeah.
which deals with new beginnings, new
Me, I'm looking
experiences.
forward. I'm looking forward to a new working on a new website coming up. I got a photo shoot, a product shoot in a few days to give the website a new look. You know, it has looked how it looked, you know, for some time, and in every stage of growth, you know, you have to represent that stage of growth with, you know, putting some more energy towards it, and so it can go further out there, so it can be more attracting.
Right.
And so I'm doing that. I'm changing up a few things with my personal, what my calling card is, you know, not so much with the business. The business is on its own trajectory, it's on its own vibe, but it's me. You know, I am one of the ingredients in the business, and I have to keep redefining, and I can't get stale. You know, I can't allow situations to stagnate me. I can't keep choosing certain things to stagnate. You know, it comes to a point where you just have to propel yourself forward. You know,
That's right. That's right. That's
yeah.
right. That's right. I'm working on. I've got them already. The graphics already done. I'm just adding the affirmations to my new guidance card deck of guidance. So
Mm-hmm.
numerovational card deck of guidance. They're gonna look similar to. They're gonna look similar to what Tavis Smiley did some years ago, like these cards decks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
this is empowerment cards he did, and very
Oh,
interesting.
okay,
I love.
okay,
And one
okay.
thing I used to do a little shuffling on on my radio show years ago, and then
And then pull a universal
pull it.
card
And
for the community.
this
Yeah.
this I just pulled this card. It's a number 20, and it says do the do's. It says you have the ability to attract into your life all your wants and needs by following the 5 D's. Decide what you want, determined to make it happen, diligently do everything in your power to achieve the goal, and detach yourself from the results. This is what it
See,
said. Look, I
that
just pulled this card.
that
Ain't
was
that
an
something?
oracle. That was an oracle. That was
Exactly.
a reading right there. And we give thanks
Exactly.
for that. Let's clap that up.
Let's clap that
That
up
was
for
the reading
Mr.
for the night. That was
Tavis.
the reading for the night.
It's a book.
Yes.
It's a book called. It's a empowerment cards by Tavis Smiley,
Mm-hmm.
who was born on September the 13th, just like Ian Levon Zant, and just like
Mm-hmm.
the only what's the name, Tyler Perry. Yes.
Ah,
So make
yes,
sure
yes, yes.
everybody know who Tavis Smiley back in the day, what he used to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we got
Mm-hmm.
somebody else that wants to come up. Let's see what they doing, what they
Yay, I'm
saying. Hey,
excited.
yeah, what's going on? What's going on? He cut off. So I told, hey, look, hey, you cut off, you jumped off. Okay, he must got
But hopefully he'll come back. Hopefully he'll
must got
come back.
scared. I don't know if he got scared, but you got to
No,
let us know.
connections, you
Yeah,
know, it might just be a connection.
the
He'll come
link to
back.
this link, yeah, well, there's a few people that was on and off, just a few now. But remember, this is the new moon, and tell us about your new moon activities, what you manifesting. So great that doing what you got to do. Doing the sister, what she just came on and said she has to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is all about expanding yourself, expanding and developing and growing beyond where you are, and be willing to promote it too. You better be willing
You
to promote
know,
it. I always, at least, if I'm gonna get on anybody's show, I go to have to at least have an IG and a Facebook ready to say something about it,
uh-huh.
because
But
I'm one of those people. Mm,
brethren, I totally get you, but there's like different moon phases for stuff like that.
yeah.
Well, although I personally feel like this one is one
Mm,
where like personal work more so than manifesting a thing that's already like created and ready to go, because
mm,
before we can do things like that, you know, each one of us, we have something, some old, always old past childhood, something that is pulling us, is always a fraction or
right.
another level of something that's pulling us back, and you just can't keep, you know, trying to manifest and trying to manifest, because eventually there's going to be like breakdown and burn out if the upkeep of the machine, like the mind isn't clear. That's why so many people are claiming mental illness right now, and people are out there running crazy because for some reason people are scared to take that quiet, boring time to just
Hmm.
stop and say, you know,
Hello, is it you I'm looking for? You better
it's the
find you
self.
you.
It's the self, you know what I'm
Me
saying?
was
We got to
before.
do this new
That's
moon
right.
says for us to do work on ourselves so that that expansion, is really from a pure, clear space. It's not from a put on or a
Right.
fake or something,
Right.
because you can only go but so far.
You could only
You
go
know,
so far. There we go. Somebody
there we
named Eric
go.
Thompson. How you doing, sir? Junior, how
How
you
y'all?
doing?
Pretty good. How y'all doing?
I'm good. I'm good. What's happening,
Greetings.
brother? What you manifesting and what you want to manifest moving forward, brother?
All
What's
right, I want
happening?
to piggyback off what she was just saying though about like making room for the things and not faking it and all that. And I feel like what's been going on in my life right now is like I've been forced to like get rid of all the crap that means nothing. Like it's been like a purge going on in my life. I'm getting rid of all the stuff I say I don't want, the things I don't need. So I feel like that's what the new moon energy has been doing for me. Like just making room,
That's good. That's good. That's
literally
good.
making
Yes,
room.
That's good.
yes.
That's all you have to do,
That's
brother.
that's
Where you
where I'm
calling from?
at too.
I'm from Detroit, man. Detroit,
Detroit,
Michigan.
the deep. What up?
Detroit in the house.
I feel
Detroit
Yeah,
it,
in the
man.
man.
I
building.
love
So,
Detroit.
and another thing is I'm an author, right? So I wrote 4 books, but my last 2 books, I got 2 kids affirmation books that I'm working on,
Oh
promoting.
man, great,
Woohoo!
great.
And
What's your website? What's your website?
well, so you can check me out on Instagram because I got it's like a longer website. I made an Etsy page, but
Okay,
my
okay,
Instagram is Eric_Thompson Jr.
okay. I'll make
And
sure
yeah,
I
I
hit
just
that up.
dropped 2 positive affirmation books for kids, and I just feel like it's like I feel like it's my key work that I'm supposed to be doing. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Congratulations, my brother. Keep
Thank
on
you. I
doing what
appreciate it.
you're doing.
Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
like,
I'm writing
Instagram.
it down.
Eric
Eric,
Thompson Jr. Right? That's
yeah,
it. That's the
Eric Thompson
Instagram.
Jr.
All right, you
Yeah.
got it right
At
there. Thank you for at
Yeah, I
Eric
got it.
Thompson Jr. And
Thank
I
thank
y'all.
you
I
got
for
it.
appreciate y'all.
thank you for coming on, my brother.
Yeah, y'all
Thank
have a
you.
good one. All right.
All right, let
Ashe,
me see. All right,
ashe.
that's what we're talking about. Yeah, I love to see.
Yes.
I see. Mystic Ivy is in the building. Mystic Ivy, where you at? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You hiding? Oh,
Hi,
you.
hi,
Oh,
hi.
Greetings.
you're in the interrogation room. Okay. Now, Mystic Ivy, where have you been at the? what's what's up? I know it's all right. What's going on, Mystic? She'll be on our show, family. Let me just show it up that she'll be on this show for the first time ever, right here on King Simon Presents on November the
Yes.
30th. Whoop whoop.
Oh,
The
okay,
Afro
okay,
Afro
okay.
Boricua, Bendaka Benaki. That's some like Cuban stuff. What's up? What's
Greetings,
up?
sister. How are you?
Greetings, greetings. I want to say thank you to you, Priestess, for sharing this light and information. I'm so grateful, and I felt instantly connected, and the need to watch the whole show tonight, even
Wow.
though I'm
I'm
feeling a
glad you
little tired.
stayed.
Yeah,
I'm
me
glad you
too.
stayed.
Now she's a number 8
Um,
also. She's a number 8 also now. There's a number 8
that's
energy
why.
here.
See,
That's the
that's why.
connection. That's the connection.
That's a connection.
Oh,
Yeah, and
It's a
thank
good.
you to you, King Simon, for hosting this and allowing us to receive this information.
Oh, thank you.
It's always so helpful.
My sister's been on before. We did a thing on narcissism. Me and her have done some stuff, man, because she knows she went through some history of that stuff. So you got to go back in my
Yes,
old archives and watch what she
yes,
broke down from her past, man. And then we had tea together one time in her big flower
we
house.
had soup. We had
Soup,
wow.
soup
super tea and
Soup
feeding
is
the
my favorite.
ancestors
on the live.
all the live. It was very good. She's good at what she do. And matter of fact, you're in Brooklyn. You should go to a
Yeah,
spot over there in
I
Thompson
was just I
Yes,
Avenue.
was just saying I think I'm gonna pass
please
by with my daughter on Sunday
Oh, that'd be she'll
come
love that.
and
through.
go
Yeah,
to
I'd
that event.
love
I think
to
that would be
see
great.
you.
yeah,
Yes,
it's a good
Yes.
place to pick up some plants. If you ain't got no house plants, this sister can guide you through the house plants to your
yes,
place.
yes.
And and your sister give you and your daughter, of course, she can also be guided by sisters like her. Yendez, you don't do yoni steams anymore, right? Like you used to. You
Mm-mm.
stopped. You calm down. She used to do excellent. She did my sister the yoni steams. I'm just saying she
Yeah,
did some
No,
excellent
I
work in
didn't
that.
calm down. The energy of the times that we're in,
Yeah.
changed the dynamics of things so personal and up close being done in your home and things like
yeah,
that. Comfortabilities, the
Yes.
last 2 years have really shifted. And I've been given, more added on to my ministry
Hmm.
in the store. A lot of healing goes on in the store, whether people know it or not on the weekends. My hands are full,
Right.
so
Yeah.
everybody doesn't come there to shop.
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
I
just
can
coming
imagine.
there to shop.
It's an experience. Believe
Yes,
it. It's an
one
experience
of the
for
main
real.
reasons I
You
want to
you're
go
coming
because
there to come and get
I
right.
feel it.
Yeah.
Folks come there and come get right.
Yeah, that's true. Or get the right out. You ain't
Get
coming to
right
get
out of
right.
them.
You getting right out with a left. All right, Mystic Ivy, thank you very much
Hold
for
on,
coming on.
wait. I wanted to ask a
She didn't
question.
ask.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to ask. So I have two cats, right? And I love plants. And when I attempted to have plants in my home, the cats like basically destroyed the plants. So I wanted to know like if there's specific plants you would recommend, um, or like a specific type of placement for them when people have cats.
Well, I used to live with 4 cats.
Okay.
Wow.
And yeah. And if they can get to the plants, they will get to the plants. And you will have no more plants. But they didn't get to my plants because placement or doors closed or
Hanging
you
plants.
know,
You do hanging plants too?
hanging plants as well. But
Okay. It's just
yeah,
got to be out of their reach, basically,
it's
right?
just out of their reach. You can't
Okay.
because it's nature for them, and out in nature they'll nibble and bite and scratch. You know, you can't expect them to do something that is out of their nature to do. If
Right.
they were
Right.
outside, they see it as, hey, this is outside, you know, I must be outside, let me do my thing, like
Yeah.
they would do. And people always ask me when they come into the store what plants are toxic to cats. Animals are very smart.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
an animal that will eat a plant down until it dies. They will eat it. It will give them a bad response. They will leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's only us that's going to eat something down until
Yeah.
because we don't, I don't know what is wrong with human beings sometimes, but the animals are not going to do it. The animals are not going to do it.
Okay.
No. Well, you know, them cats, you got to get them hanging cats. Them hanging
Hanging
cats.
plants.
I'm not
Hanging
saying
plants.
hanging your cat. I don't say hang your cats. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
But thank you very much. Remember, she'll be on with us November the 30th, dealing with tarot and all that, and dealing with the spiritual systems from out of Puerto
What time?
Rico.
What time is hers?
We're gonna do. Let me see. What time I got it on here somewhere. You know,
It's at
me.
9.
I think it's 9. No, 8 o'clock. 8
Oh, 8
o'clock.
o'clock?
We're doing it
Okay.
8 to 9. 8 to 9. So that's gonna be
Oh,
a
wow.
Wednesday, 8 to 9. So you might have to.
Because my plant workshop is at 7 to about 8, 9.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
on November.
So,
yeah.
but I'll watch it afterwards. I'll watch afterwards.
Well, okay, no problem. Oh,
Thank
but it's
you.
going to be fun. Thank you very much, Mystic Ivy, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you're welcome. All right. Yes, peace and love. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. I had a friend that had a cat, and the cat destroyed the linoleum on the floor. And he proceeded, he's a former Marine, so he proceeded to grab the cat and kick the cat out of the house. That's what he did. And the cat was never seen again.
Oh no!
He kicked it on the street over there in Brooklyn, and that cat became an alley cat.
Oh no, that's not nice.
Well, you know, Marie, you don't look. He just laid his linoleum on his floor. You do not rip up my floor.
Poor cat.
Yeah, the poor cat. Yes, poor cat. Yes, that's the poor cat. I forgot the cat's name. I think it was Kick Out. That's the name of the cat, Kick Out. But
get out, get out,
get out, get out. Yeah, like the movie, Get Out,
get out, get out.
But family, we got ready to close out. Any last words on this, sis, so I can close this down? So you know, I got things.
Oh man.
Any last words before? And remember, family, please contact her via all this information. Hit her up on Cash App. Also, make sure you go to her House of Plant Diary.
Plant Diary.
House Plant Diary. Make sure you go to her Ancient Blends Apate_care, and make sure you hit her up on email. And that's her phone number to text her. Don't text her now. Don't call her now. Just please wait until the appropriate times in the morning after 10 o'clock. We'll be doing all of that. Some people doing too much. Some people do too much. You know.
I'm on Facebook also with my name, Yendez Nefer-Atum. You can find me on Facebook as well. And I have a few things on YouTube. If you punch in my name, Yendez Nefer-Atum, a few things will pop up. You know, I haven't done anything recently, but there are some good gems there that you can, that are very helpful, you know. Yeah. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
Any last words about this new moon, real quick? Any last words to
Yes,
close
yes.
out?
Just, do those rituals. This is for you. If it was something to be done for somebody else, a family or friend or anybody or children or loved one, we are always so giving to give to other people. And we really need to be able to give to ourselves the same way that we would give to other people,
Yeah.
and just do it with that much intention for the self, because you are important. You are beautiful. You are, all of the I ams that we are, the different facets. And get your crystals out, your labradorite, get in the bath, get in the shower, light your candles, light your sage, refresh your heart. Your heart is your bedroom. Refresh your heart, whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship. When we get off the live, go burn some sage in your heart area, burn sage around your heart, in your bedroom, burn some sage and clear it out. Set some intentions. How do you want to show up when you wake up tomorrow morning? Live inside that perspective. Start living in that perspective. Change your wardrobe up a little bit. If you wear your shirt this way, turn it around the other way, turn the sweater upside down, shift it around, do something, present, update yourself, do something different.
Thank you
And
very
with
much.
that,
Thank you very much. That has been our dear friend and guest, to the room, to the business, to the machine. Thank you very much.
Ashe, Ashe, you have a beautiful night. Thank you.
you.
I'll be in Georgia December 5th
Okay. Let
to
me
the
know when you
9th.
pass it
I'll
through.
be
Yeah,
back.
'cause I
I'll be
know,
back.
and tell your daughter I gotta hit her up about the book because she got her own book. I gotta support her book
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
make sure
She might have been
that.
listening. I told her we were on tonight. She might have been listening. So if you're
Okay.
listening, Netta, mwah, love you.
Mwah, Netta. Your father. Have a safe trip to see your father.
All righty.
All right, beautiful sister. We talk. All right. All right. Take care of
And
yourself. All
happy
right.
holidays to everybody. Happy holidays.
That's right. Happy frequency days. All right.
Yes,
All
yes,
right. Take
yes.
care.
Good
All
night.
right.
Peace.
Good night. That's out there, one Yendez. Make sure you go to her stuff. Go check out her stuff. Please go check out. Go over there to Tompkins Avenue, right there in Madison. That's where she at. Or check out all the black business, black owned. Our female sisters are doing it over there on the Black Girl Magic Tompkins Avenue. Got a lot of business up and down. Especially, check out my girl Make Manifest. Also, her birthday coming up too. And of course, just want to remind everybody: make sure if you love what you heard and you enjoy what we did, don't go nowhere yet. We're going to close out with the prayer of Dr. Delbert Blair. We're going to be closing out with the prayer of Dr. Delbert Blair. So we want to make sure that each and every one of you are up here doing what we got to do. Let me just play this before we move on to run down. And don't forget, this coming Sunday. Boom. Don't forget, this coming Sunday, we got Billy Carson and Elizabeth Hoekstra. That's right. Billy Carson and Elizabeth Hoekstra. Divine Health, Wealth, and the Metaphysics of Union with Billy Carson and Elizabeth Hoekstra at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. And don't forget, of course, if you're in Brooklyn, New York, check this out. This is going to be the Unk Giving Celebration. They got a lot of stuff going on. It's a celebration of love and life and tribute to all of our people, ancestors displaced by colonialism and genocide. Is happening on November 25th in Brooklyn, New York. Doors open at 6 p.m. and it's going to be at the Magnolia Tree Earth Center, 677 Lafayette Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. Make sure my son is the co-host. That's right. My firstborn is going to be the co-host. So make sure y'all check him out. He is off the hook with some performance, but he's also a great host, just like his daddy. All right. Don't forget Stargate celebration and ceremony for Dr. Sabi featuring KT the Arts Degree, Victor Bowman, Mr. G, and so many more. I'll be passing through. Get your tickets right now online. Go to their website and get the tickets right now online and support our brother and the whole family over there. Dr. Sabi, that's right. Dr. Sabi's tribute right here in Atlanta, Georgia, right in Atlanta, Georgia. So ionicsbotanicals.com/events. Make sure you check that out. It's going to be off the hook. Believe me, I'm going to be in the building too. So don't even think about it. Come on out and let's enjoy it. All right, and coming up on November the 30th, we got the Afro Boricua. We just seen Mystic Ivy pass through just to show some love. Spiritual guidance through the tarot will be in the building. Much respect to her and her family and all the things that she's doing. So we're going to be here on November the 30th. That's a Wednesday, November the 30th. And don't forget, check out my brother's website. Back again. IamPublishing.com. That's the website, IamPublishing.com. And you could go check out his book called I Am by Joshua Selden. Joshua Selden is dropping that supercharge your imagination with affirmation that will open the eye in your mind to infinite possibilities. So make sure you go to his IG, make sure you go to his TikTok, make sure you go to his website and get these books for yourself, children. It's good for adults and children also. So make sure you support them. And let me see what else I got here to promote. Okay, those people that are into meditation, guess what? If you don't know how to meditate and you want to learn how to meditate, here, check out this sister here. She got a whole meditation group separate for men and separate for women. On December 3rd starts the men group. The women, they already doing their meditation every weekend. Make sure you text for access 518-768-7669. That's for the women. For the men, it's 770-861-9906. Doesn't matter if you don't know how to meditate. There's meditational benefits for men and women for that deep healing that we all need from some perspective. So big up to this beautiful sister, Dr. Kair L. And don't forget, Lloyd Strayhorn. Make sure you hit him up, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Get his book, take his classes, get his newsletter, sign up for the newsletter, and you can hit him up via 1-800-581-4401. That's 1-800-581-4401. Remember, if you want to go to Kemet or Ethiopia with Baba Ashra Kwesi, he got the 15-day trip and the 15-day journey. Call them today. Leave a message if you don't get them. But that is the office number, 214-371-0206. That's 214-371-0206. And remember to tell them King Simon sent you, all right? And don't forget, on January the 13th, there's going to be a big comedy show at the Comedy in Harlem over there at 508 East 117th Street in New York City. Big up to JP Justice and the one, the only Mugga. They both been on my show, so make sure you check out the archive. And don't forget, Professor Smalls will be coming to Georgia either at the end of February or the beginning of March. We're going to do it right here in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and we're going to make it happen with Professor James Smalls. And don't forget, if you want to bring your writing dreams to life, contact Susie Script at 917-361-9467. That's 914-361-9467. That's 914-361-9467. And don't forget, if you want to take my classes on Udemy, go to udemy.com, put in the word Numerovation, and you'll get to take my introductory course right then and there. You're back to take it. You got to take it. It's only 2 hours, but it's an introductory course. What you expect? But if you want the full course meal, 8-hour raw uncut course, limited rate is $333. I'm telling you, family, make sure you text me the word course to 347-496-1022, 347-496-1022. And don't forget, if you want any of my books, go to linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. That's linktree/King Simon the Numerovator, and I will hook you up. Remember, yesterday's numerology is not today's numerovation as we continue into the future. And if you want to book a numerovational session, text me at 347-496-1022. Remember, the study of numbers or numerology is the applied mathematics. Learn how to apply them, and your numbers will guide you. That's my website on the bottom also, numbersaresimple.com. Let me play this real quick. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. That's right, family. How you feeling before we close out? I hope everything is well. I hope all of you are doing well. We're getting ready to close out with the prayers. I forgot to put the new prayer up on my commercial feed, so I'm going to read it live. This is Dr. Delbert Blair, tribute to Dr. Bell. I always say this prayer before we close out. And if you want to continue to support Dr. Blair's legacy, I do suggest you go to the website. There's a website right there, Dr. Delbert Blair's Legacy Shop at www.themetacenter2.com. This is the prayer called Please Universal Creator. This is what we're going to say. So I'm going to turn down the music. I want you to take a deep breath. If you want to take a picture of it, go ahead and take a picture of it. Let me check down the music real quick. Let me turn down the music because this is some serious prayers, baby. All right. This is Dr. Blair's prayers that he gave us years ago, 20 years to be exact. I received it, but he's had it for so many years. This is the prayer. So everybody take a deep breath. Breathe out. Take a deep breath one more time. Breathe out. Here we go. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. We're going to say it one more time for the people in the back in a unified fashion, where we're going to include the we and the our in this. Here we go. Ya, li, tu, uno, dos, tres. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth and your love now. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Family, I'm so glad we had this time together. That's right. I'm so glad we had this time together, family. It has been my privilege to be before you, wherever you may be on this planet Earth, all 196,940,000 square miles of the planet. Thank you very much for joining me on this voyage. You know, this journey, this voyage, it used to be a trip. Now it became a journey, and now it's a voyage into the outer limits of who we are mathematically, astrologically, in any divine nation modality. Once again, I want to thank Sister Yendez, Priestess Yendez, Nefer-Atum for coming on. Again, please go to her website, support her product, support her brand. Beautiful sister. ShopAncientBlends.com. And remember, this is all of her information right here. Send her a Cash App, love. If you really respect what she did, circulate some funds. Remember, when you circulate, it comes back to you. Don't spend money, circulate the currency, and it will come back to you. All right, go to her Houseplant Diary on IG, her Ancient Blends Apothecary on IG. Hit her up on email, yendezasis@yahoo.com, and make sure you text her. You can text her right now, or text her tomorrow morning. It's best to text her because she's going to go into her own meditation right now. 347-635-3676. That's 347-635-3676. Thank you, Yendez, for coming on once again. In the immortal words of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, one love, one aim, one destiny. Up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. And in the immortal words of the late, great Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, whom I trained under while I was in the FOI in the Nation of Islam, brought him to Canada with my team back in those days in the 90s. Regardless of land, label, or language, there is but one God, one creative force. That is us, the original man, woman of the planet Earth. Stay focused, stay at peace, stay healing, stay on top of your mental game, and don't let nobody confuse you, family. You are the co-creators of your existence. Start creating and stop playing. Peace. It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now.